speech in 3, 2, 1. I am the Deputy Leader of Opposition, and now I will state my elaboration on the Leader of Opposition's point, where by providing scholarships for students to attend foreign universities, they will increase the country's GDP. To extend on this point, not only does it increase the country's GDP, but it can also increases the average standard of living within that country and the government's total budget. As the Leader of Opposition said, the better education received from going to foreign universities will increase their success rate in life, which will improve the country's GDP. Not only that, it will also be easier for them to get a higher paying job or start low but easier to get promoted to a higher paying job. This will give them a lot more money to spend on things like luxury goods, which will allow them to also increase their standard of living, and as the standard of living increases, it will increase the average standard of living within that country. Also, as they get higher paying jobs, the government can earn more tax revenue through income tax and progressive income tax and other forms of taxes which the students spend their money on. And then the government can then spend this tax revenue on developing the country through improving public infrastructure, healthcare, etc., which will also benefit the country. Now, I would like to rebut on the Prime Minister's point that by providing scholarships for students to attend foreign universities, it will take the business away from local universities. This is often not true, because even though many people will still go to the foreign universities with this scholarship, a lot of people within the country are also might not qualify to enter the foreign universities, which will still give the local universities business. Also, some people prefer to study at local universities compared to foreign universities, as they want to be closer to their home or with their parents, etc. And this will still give business to the university and make them not close up. Now, my second rebuttal will be against the Deputy Prime Minister. The Deputy Prime Minister rebutted that even if you study within local universities, you'll be surrounded by smart people. However, I think this is not true, as the foreign universities are often have high level of education, and therefore people within foreign universities are often smarter compared to local universities, which will surround the students with better people for experience. Now, I would like to move on to my two arguments. More often than not, foreign universities offer better and more high quality education compared to local universities. And for my first point is that by providing scholarships for students to attend foreign universities, it gives poor students better education. And my analysis for this is that as foreign universities often offer better education compared to local universities, sending them to the foreign universities will give them better education. In our world where the government provides scholarships for poor students to attend foreign universities, this is more likely to give them better education compared to in the government's world, where their government only gives scholarships for students to attend local universities, giving them not as good education compared to our world. And in conclusion, giving the scholarships for students to attend foreign universities will allow the students to have better education. The impact on the stakeholders, which I would say first is the students, is they'll get a better level of education, and it will make it easier for them to succeed in life and their future endeavors. And the impact on the country is that with the higher education, it will increase the average income, and then it will increase GDP, economic growth, and so on. Then for my second argument is that it will give the poor students freedom of choice. As students often have dreams to go to certain universities which might be local and abroad, more often than not abroad. And in our world, as our government gives scholarships to students to study abroad, This makes the student that gets the scholarship study hard and make it to your dream university, especially if you're poor. However, in the government's work, their government can only give the poor students and those that cannot afford foreign universities can only give them a place in local universities, which might not be what they want to go for and might demotivate them from actual studying. In conclusion, giving the student scholarship to foreign universities gives them freedom of choice, and the impact on the students is that as they can go to their dream university, they can follow their education dreams, which may make them more motivated to study. And then the impact on the economy is that as they're more motivated to study and they're in their preferred job, they'll have a high productivity, which can increase production and therefore GDP. Thank you.